Hello out there again, fellow collectors. Well, once again went to same Tesco's. Their dump bin overflowing. I mean, it's only a small little plastic case about this big by about that long. It's quite a fair case, and yeah, had a good rummage. There was one car in there that was a bit of a shame. Obviously, a collector or a very excited kid took it out of the packaging and just put the packaging back, so oh well. I was going to take it as an error because I thought, just a box? Nah. Besides, that probably would have been taken away by Tesco's anyway. Oh, sorry sir, we can replace that. No, but it was opened, so I would have physically ripped it and taken the car out and just shoved the packaging back. Anyway, found some more cars that I wanted and 2 errors. Right, let's get started. Okay, so upon rummaging through, first one I find is Cloak and Dagger. Now, I love this car for 2 reasons. 1, the colour, and 2, the shape. I just love it because, I mean, it looks like something from Tron Legacy or Tron. I'm hoping that if Hot Wheels recolour these, they do it in red, orange, yellow, blue, any other colour, because this is a brilliant car. I'm hoping to see more from this Hot Wheels. What? Found an Angry Bird. Now, there were actually 2 there, but seeing as I'm not like Race Grooves who wants to keep constantly collecting, I only want the one. I'm going to keep it boxed, so I thought I'll let another collector find it, or another kid, or a big fan of the Angry Birds. Again, I'm actually surprised at the size of this. I was expecting it to be quite big from what I've seen on other videos, but it's actually quite small. Again, it's definitely a very nice little one that I was looking out for. I'm probably thinking that now if they're releasing these cases when they're a bit old, these are the case, I don't know what case numbers they are. Underneath it says E27, so that's the age. Again, beautiful little thing this. Probably around about December, maybe 2013, I'll start seeing like the pigs. Because I know that in the QQQ cases, you do get the pig that goes with these, which is going to be brilliant. 70 Buick GSX. I just brought this sheerly for the lovely brown colour. I'm a 70s brown person. I like the colours of the 70s. And that was just brilliant. The other thing as well is actually with the Cloak and Dagger car, I don't know if they had paint splatter or rust, but the underside, I don't know if this will show it on my camera. No, it doesn't. There's actually brown paint splecks on that, and on this one as well. If you look at the top where the logo, where the car is, you can definitely see there are some little tiny bits of brown paint in there. Overspray or just a bad paint job. Either way, gorgeous car. Year of the Dragon, Rodzilla. I don't think it's an error. I think all Rodzillas are packaged like Matchbox cars. Why though? Because it doesn't look any different on the other side. It might just be the fact that it's a nice car. So again, that purple one from Streets, in another video, definitely gets, definitely not an error. But you don't know, it could be an error, it could not be. Okay, the 2 errors. Now, this one I didn't actually spot until I was putting them all back in. I did a proper sort of like American thing. Basically, kneeled down, because it was quite on a low shelf, and basically just took all the cars out, putting them to one side, keeping the ones that I wanted, and just basically doing a typical dump bin sort of rummage, like they do in America. But again, this one I only spotted after I was putting them back in the dump bin. It's the Aston Martin 177. Now I'm actually going to do a Race Grooves here and just show you the car. Looks fairly normal, huh? Until you look at the back wheel. And no, you are not seeing things. What has happened is where they cast these, there's obviously a cleaner method or something that scrapes all the excess off. That hasn't happened, and the wheel will not turn. That's the first time since '04 when I had two that were sort of like this, but it was the plastic underneath that had gone wrong. But I've actually seen one of these. It's brilliant. Now I don't know if Mr. Doing a bit of a pile up here. Hang on, don't want them to fall down. There we go. Now I don't know if Mr. Ray Screws would want this one. He did a video on the Hypertruck ages ago, and he found a few errors. One was the no glass one. This has got glass, sadly. I've been looking out for these, and I have been checking the bits that he did mention. Also on the front, not broken. It's not lifted up either, anyway. Back wheel's a bit crumpled, but when he opened it, it went back to normal. No, with this one, it's a simple error, but it is an error. It's got a paint speck on the back of it. There is yellow spilled paint there. It basically looks like it's become a decorator's van. And sort of like a bit of some yellow paint obviously spilled over the edge. Probably going too fast away from the job. But again, if Mr. Ray Screws does want that one, depends. I mean, I don't really like them. Again, there's a lot of cars in there that I sort of didn't want. Anyway, that concludes that lot. Again, there was also another mystery machine there. Better nick than my one, which I have here. My one had the smudges on. It looked like it had been race rushed, as you can see. Looks like basically as it was going along the conveyor belt, it was sort of like the ink hadn't dried. This one, only the flower right at the start there was a bit smudged. But again, that might just be production. Again, a lot of cars there. The only real ones I'm looking out for now is anything unique or anything that I want. Sadly, no T-Hunts or Supers. I'll tell you what though, I haven't actually seen any Dan Whedon or Ferraris since I made that video, and nobody else has found them. It's mostly all the other Supers. Again, I would love to find a Super or a T-Hunt. Oh well. Again, hopefully during the week I'll be going somewhere to a nice big toy shop to have a look, so I might find a Super then. I don't know. I mean, I know there's collectors all around the world, so maybe perhaps the UK doesn't get as many Supers as other countries. It might be a case of, like in New Zealand with Diecast TV channel, it's a case of they only get certain cars there. Perhaps maybe the UK is the same. Might be a case of we only get certain cars and not Supers. Because I mean, you've seen the artwork on these. You've seen the artwork. I mean, sort of like you get sort of like the actual car. That's usually on the longer cars, but you don't get these racing guys on the front. You don't get these racing people. Also, as well, it's usually a long card. It's somewhere up here. But again, so it's different. I have found long cards of these. There was actually a long card there, a bit damaged and broken though. Again, I reckon it might just be a case of they do a bit of a mixture job. Anyway, that is all of them. That pick of the bunch, I would have to say, is the Angry Bird and the error, the Aston Martin error. First time I've ever found an error like that. Usually I find basic errors like paint errors or the wheel errors, like I've got this one here, which technically isn't an error. It sort of was an error, but it isn't. It's just a 2 wheel variation. Still yet to actually find one of these with either coloured wheels. Again. Also as well, if you do have a DeviantArt account, do look me up. Again, all the cars that you see behind me, every single one has been photographed, both of a side angle and at a slight angle. So, hit me up there, the Old Horse 2, have a good look, and thanks for watching this video. Should be finding some more soon. Bye for now.